Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football and a house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Down here for the offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Hand off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he
fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State! They're on the board first here in the season opener. After all of the work in the offseason and the build-up through camp, you can't think of a better way to start your season than a drive like that.
Is this a sign of things to come? Here you are, you're in dynasty mode. You got all these expectations and all these hopes for your team. But for your offense to come out right out of the gate on the very opening drive of the season and score a touchdown cannot start better than that.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Huskers will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move, it's Lucas. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback will audible. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, no! And the defense doing work.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Roy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off-play action on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Sweet putt there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And he loses the football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense has a second down play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. On the option. Now the pitch. Makes him talk to the hand. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Husker. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Florida State 27, Nebraska 14.
The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning.
Can anyone catch him? And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Takes a handoff. It's Lucas. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take off. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
He's got it. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On second down, he'll fire. That's caught. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Seminoles in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Nebraska offense will take over.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Now on second down. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Floyd. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. This is a designed run. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking left. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Florida State, 35. Nebraska, 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Smashes through. Delivers the contact. Touchdown, Husker! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
Nothing but green ahead. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. The option look. Running with power. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Trying to get the corner. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 24 to Mississippi State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's
headed to the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Someone say run out the clock, someone say I don't need to add points, but here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Slams ahead. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.
Bro, my players just balled out. I almost gave a lead up, but I kept it going, kept my foot on the gas. True freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee, legend lost. And boy, man, 224, 11 for 16, 4 tubs. Could play much better though. This guy had a big breakaway run. 86, yeah, he broke out at 86. Legend ran for a couple. He fumbled, though. Shouldn't have fumbled on that one. This guy's going to be crazy from this year. I already know it. And user games, it's going to be nasty because these two dudes is something else. All right, what we talking about? Defense. Defense, we balled out. Like, all right, but yes, sir. Shit, he down there had the most tackles because he had the most kickoffs. Yeah, we kicked off 8 Bro, we kicked off 8 times, and I know he like the middleman on the special teams on kickoff return. I mean, on kickoff. That's true. And we out.